I do hope this will contribute to the peace in Texas.
And if I can see how or why.
I think they both had the same mom, them two.
Well, Britt Johnson says that one Injun's responsible for his bringing back all his women and children the Kiowas and Comanches took last year. That being so, we owe him a considerable debt.
Captain Barry, I want you to meet my Kiowa brother, Running Dog.
Do you speak Texan?
No, but I speak English. I hope you can understand. Black Fox, a gift for you for winning the race. And pick one out for Captain Barry.
Hell no. I'll give you this one and mine for him.
Oh, no, not that one. He's sacred to me. He runs without even touching the ground.
That's a fine horse, all right.
Running Dog, you sure I can't change your mind?
Miss Holtz, how are you?
Captain Barry, I'm not Mrs. Holtz anymore. I'm Running Dog's wife now. They call me Morningstar.
Well, now that you're a man of peace and walking the path, you won't be needing a war horse anymore.
I walk the path of peace, and my tribe walks with me. But I will fight the Texans if I'm attacked.
Kemitin, Nipi, Kiskoin. Nobody from Elm Creek. Brother, thank you. That's why I brought Captain Barry and Sergeant Dill here today. Convinced us we all must be friends.
The Kiowa and the Texans will never be friends. I walk the path of peace now, but I'll keep my war horse and my arrows ready.
I have traveled far and wide in this great land, rain or shine, to bring the word of the Lord to his chosen people. You here on Elm Creek, so brave and determined in the face of the attack by red savages a year ago, have lost loved ones and have suffered mightily. But I know that you have never lost faith.
Amen!
I know you will remain true to the word of God.
Amen!
As our white race spreads ever over this mighty continent, so that the savage races may be redeemed by our Savior's pure blood, which is also the pure white blood of you brave Christian soldiers.
Are you sure you want to be seen standing so close to a colored savage like me? If he's a follower of Jesus, I'm a horse's behind. Excuse me.
You were chosen. You were tested.
Emma, Amata. For a man who now only has to hunt meat to feed his people.
If I kill with my own arrow, I know who did the killing. If I own this and hunt with others who use a rifle, who will know who killed the buffalo?
Never thought about that.
Well, I'm glad I could show you that Indians can think.
Because I trust Mr. Johnson, and he trusts you. I believe that you'll do no more raiding on the settlements that I'm responsible for, Running Dog. But I have to tell you that we're going to rendezvous with our men and ride out to Stake Plain, join up with the Rangers, and chase down your war chief Lone Wolf and his bloody raiders. And we're not going to be so nice when we catch up to them.
Lone Wolf is not my chief now. There are too many of you here now to drive from these lands. But Lone Wolf has his own vision.
Well, ain't gonna catch any renegades sitting here. I appreciate the food, the horse, and your pledge of peace. Ma'am, I have to ask, you want Mr. Johnson to take you back to your people in Elm Creek?
These are my people now. I won't go back.
Well, it's my duty to ask. Thanks for your hospitality, and good luck.
Igua. Napi.
Hey, Ralph. I didn't think you Holtzes would drive all the way in here from hell and gone just for a little party.
Didn't come for no party, Jordan. I got serious business to do. I'll be talking to you about it later. Ethan, take these horses down to the creek and give them water. Now, boy. Reverend Thorne?
You'd be Ralph Holtz?
You done selling Bibles, maybe me and you can do some business.
Wouldn't be Bibles that you're interested in, Mr. Holtz.
Bible don't preach to what I got in mind, Reverend.
No, I wouldn't say that. An eye for an eye is a very simple dictum. And no man shall covet another man's wife. The Bible speaks plainly to your situation, as I understand it, Mr. Holtz.
Let them innocent lambs see that, hmm?
Frank, honey, go over there near Mr. Holtz and that preacher he's talking to. Try and listen to what they're talking about. Be smart about it. They don't like our kind.
Yes, ma'am.
I understand the heathen Kiowa made off with your precious wife.
They still got her.
Peace, my brother. The Lord has sent you the means for her deliverance.
Had some traders ride down through my place recently. Been up in the territories. Said that they come across a small camp of Kiowa down by the Washita River. Said there was a white woman with them. Described my wife.
Get out of here, Burrhead!
Get, boy, move it! The boy's father helped them Kiowa to keep my wife after the raid last year. Get him for it someday.
You remember this place? Mm-hmm. This is the first place we stopped on Elm Creek when we got here 3 years ago.
We all ran right down and waded right in the water. Swam all day till dark. Times I thought we'd never reach this destination.
We're so lucky for everything we have here, Sarah. We're gonna prosper here. And you know, after the war's over, everything's gonna start growing again. Maybe we'll be blessed with children.
No.
Sarah, please.
I'm sorry,
Sarah.
Alan, I can't.
I'm home.
Daddy, you're back.
Hey, how you doing, Frank? I got a present for you.
Is one of those horses mine?
Yep. I think that spotted one's about your size. Let's think.
Help me on it, Dad.
No. They ain't like our horses, Frank. They need a little work. Look, I'm tired and hungry. I want you to take these horses and lead them to water, all right?
All right.
All right?
Brett? Brett!
Mary, look at you. Come here. Come here. Say, brother.
Say, Brett, glad to see you back. Still got your scalp in one place, huh? Looks like you bought a couple horses, too.
Oh, I won those racing. And I think Running Dog was being friendly by letting me win. You know, he had a much better horse that he didn't want to dishonor by racing. I never seen such an animal.
You know something, Brett? Your friendliness with those Indians doesn't sit too well with some people around here. Liable to get us all in trouble one day.
Oh, I think I'm saving this community a whole lot of trouble by being friendly with these Indians. Running Dog is definitely walking the path of peace, and I want to keep it that way.
Yeah, well, you and I just have to disagree on the subject of Comanches and Kiowa. Not gonna change my mind on that subject. There you go, boy.
How's Sarah?
It's not good. She's still not getting over what happened to her. What about Mrs. Holtz? Did you see her up in the territory?
She's much happier now that she doesn't have Ralph Holtz beating up on her all the time. She's not coming back.
Oh, Brett, I hope you know what you're doing. You're putting yourself right in between two groups of people that hate each other. You're gonna get yourself shot in the back by somebody red or white.
Man can't live worrying about dying, brother. Come on, let's go get something to eat. I ain't had nothing but buffalo meat and bear grease all week.
Look, Daddy, there's that preacher Mom was telling you about.
Wagon is sure riding mighty heavy.
Hey, he must have a ton of Bibles in the back there, huh?
Seen him talking with Mr. Holtz, Daddy. They didn't want me to hear him. They was talking about Indians.
You mind seeing Frank back to the corral?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna go see what this preacher's up to.
All right.
Mary?
Sarah? Alan? Sit down, I'll get some coffee.
Where's Frank?
Got him outside in the garden weeding.
Well, what are we doing here? Taking the rest of the day off?
I followed that preacher.
So-called preacher.
I followed him down to Ralph Holtz's.
Oh, I bet no thanks. Bet he was real glad to see you join their party.
I watched him from the river over by Holtz's place.
Yeah?
And I found out the reason that preacher's wagon was riding so heavy in the dirt.
What?
He's a gun runner.
Gun runner?
They took what looked like 100 Henry rifles out the back of that preacher's wagon. Holtz fired one of them things faster than any repeater I ever seen.
What's a civilian doing with repeating rifles? I mean, you'd think they'd be with the armies, right? North or south?
I don't know. But if he's a friend of Holtz, he must have stolen.
I don't know how good people could listen to that man's words and not know he's up to no good.
What's Holtz doing with repeating rifles?
He was talking about his wife being held by the Kiowa when Frank was listening.
All right, let's talk about this another time, all right?
No, I don't mind. Can't very well go on living in Texas if nobody's allowed to mention Indians around me.
There's as many rifles in the back of that preacher's wagon as I figure.
With Captain Barry gone off chasing Comanche raiders on the State Plains.
Holtz must be planning on raising an army to ride down against Running Dog's Kiowa band. Now, he must know that they split off from Lone Wolf.
Well, man's got a right to get his wife back.
Not if she doesn't want to come home to a man that beats her.
All right, let's you and me talk about this another time.
Talk it out here. Say what has to be said.
Alan, I know how you feel about what happened to Sarah.
And what happened to you?
I didn't have it as bad as she did. But it wasn't a picnic for any of us that was taken hostage. Now, Ralph Holtz is just that kind of man that might start something that would never end.
Well, it's never going to end till you get all the Indians moved out of this area.
This was their land before it was ours. Where the hell are they gonna go?
I thought we got away from hatred when we left the South and slavery.
If Britt says this chief is a good man, then he must be, and we must show him understanding, Alan.
Understanding? How can you say that? He rode on that raid with all the others.
Alan.
Are you angry at him, Britt?
Yeah. No, it's more like I'm sad. You know, Alan and I, we have so many plans together. Well, we all have plans together. But the way he feels, I don't know.
Alan has good reason for the way he feels.
You don't feel that way. I don't feel that way. I don't know, Mary. Maybe they're just not strong like us.
Now, don't you start talking like that. That's just the other side of what that preacher was saying. They are just people like us. If we're strong, it's because we've had to be strong just to stay alive. Now, let's get some sleep.
Thinking about Ralph Holtz?
Mm-hmm.
You know, Alan, maybe Britt was guessing wrong. Maybe those rifles weren't even for that purpose.
It's been a year now, Sarah. Every time I go to touch you, I feel that shivers running up and down your body. When I think about you suffering with those Indians, I hate them so much that I could go on a killing rampage myself.
I just don't know if I could take it if it started all up again. The killing. But Alan, I'm getting better. And when my mind goes to that, I pray. It comes back a little less strong each time.
I love you so much.
Hey, boy. Now you take it easy on that pony. She's only half broke yet.
I'll let him alone, Brett. Can't hurt himself too much if he falls off in this grass.
Hey, Alan, don't tell me how to raise my boy, and I won't tell you how to raise yours when you have one. Hey, Alan, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put it that way.
It's all right. It's all right. You don't have to pussyfoot around that subject anymore. And one day soon, Sarah's gonna be over all that. We're gonna have ourselves half a dozen kids.
All right, Papa. Well, I hope she has 14 brats, and you have to change the diapers on each and every one of them.
Now, Sarah is getting better. I gotta quit worrying about it, otherwise she never will.
And I should have never mentioned that talk last night about Holtz and the Indians.
Well, that's all right. You had to bring it up. It's part of her getting over it. I just hope you don't expect me to do something I can't do. I also hope you don't bite off more than you can chew. I mean, what you did last year, bringing those captives back after the raid, that's more than any man could ever thank you for. I just hope it doesn't make you think that you can overcome an eternity of hatred in this world all by yourself.
You throwing everything you had in Carolina to get me and my family out of slavery, I could never match that. But just remember, you set the standard for laying it on the line for the people.
Thanks. Just hope you don't expect me to ever care much about Indians. Not anymore.
Jordan, I need to talk to you.
Well, Ralph. Boys.
Jim, I'm looking for volunteers to go up on a hunting party up in the territories. I want you to go along.
Those nice-looking rifles. Must be going after big game.
Indians still got my young wife. We intend to get her back.
Who's we? How many you got?
I got enough. Well, are you riding with us?
The Kiowas might not want to give her back.
Won't be no more cows we get through. I got over a dozen of these. Intend to put a man behind each one.
Vigilante.
Well, are you in?
We started this sort of thing against the Mexicans down in San Antonio when I was there. Lots died before it ended.
Lots will die this time, too. Are you a white man or not?
It was last time I looked.
We're riding up the creek, stopping at every ranch. I'm putting on a big feed up at my place day after tomorrow. Bring your jug. We'll have a good time.
Thought you didn't like parties.
This ain't just a party, Jordan. We're making plans.
What about Britt Johnson? He's friends with that Kiowa bunch. You know about this?
That nigger gets in my way one more time, he's gonna swing from a rope.
I'm a beef contractor, fellas. So I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. There's a war on, and the troops need me. So I'm gonna make you a little proposition. I'd like to get up a herd, drive it down to Fort Worth, and then on to Louisiana. You boys could make as much as $12 a head. That's my commission, of course. So what do you say? You want in?
Which troops do you intend to feed with our beef, Mr. Wilson? North or south?
That's politics, Mr. Johnson. I'm a businessman. Whoever wants to buy them can eat them any way they want.
Well, I don't much fancy feeding Confederate soldiers.
You suffer from the same scruples as your partner here?
I don't support the Confederate cause, Mr. Wilson.
The buyers I've contacted at this point happen to be Yankees. Their barges are on the river at Shreveport.
I'll take you at your word, Mr. Wilson. You talked to my brother about the price.
Say, I've been to a couple of ranches today, and it sounds like somebody is trying to get up a war against some Indians. You part of that?
Thanks. When does Wilson intend to move the herd?
As soon as he gets him rounded up.
You going with him?
As far as Fort Worth? You?
Well, I'll help you get them together, but I ain't going nowhere with all this business going on. You don't need me, do you?
No, I'll be fine.
Gentlemen.
Howdy.
If you're looking for cattle, we got some other brands mixing with ours, but we'll cut out a few for you if you want.
We're going down to Holtz's place. Ain't you going?
Holtz didn't send me no invitation.
He ain't welcome at Holtz's.
No offense.
None taken.
Alan. Yeah? You're gonna have to finish up without me.
Why? Where are you going?
I gotta go see about something.
All right.
All right?
Yeah. Come on, move on. Bring around that way.
There you go. Hey, give me that.
Dwayne, how's that doing, boy?
Think it's about ready, Paul.
Why don't you tell me? All right, everybody, come and get it. Carve off whatever you want. There's lots for everybody. Ethan, here's... Yes, Paul.
Get them guns off the wagon. We're gonna have some fun.
Hey, Brett, where you been?
Figured right. Holtz has got his whole clan, maybe 12 more men outfitted with those Henrys. He's gonna have them into an army before he gets done.
What do you want me to do about it?
Well, I could use some advice.
Well, you can't take an army by yourself. Even if I was inclined to help you, which I'm not, 2 men can't take on 12.
You know, I'm not saying that this settlement owes me for getting their women back. when they couldn't have got him back. I'm just saying they owe me enough to listen.
Yeah, I assure you that much. Shoot, if Holtz has got that many men riding with him, may not be many left to try to stop him.
Well, Holtz and them, they're just getting drunk and having target practice right now. They ain't ready to ride yet. Why don't you help me gather as many people as we can?
All right. Tyler? I think that's about all that's coming, Brett.
Listen, I ain't much good at making speeches. You wanna tell them what's going on?
That's your cause. You have to do the talking.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. I'm glad you all could come to town. I'll get right to the point. Mr. Ralph Holtz is getting together an army, vigilantes. He's going after his wife, who's now living with a peaceful band of Kiowas.
Ain't no such thing as peaceful Kiowas. We all learned that last year.
These Kiowa are led by a man who helped us bring our women and children back after last year's raids. He's a man of peace now. He swore it to me and to Captain Barry.
He's the one has Ralph Holtz's wife.
That's her own free will.
Now, Britt, it's been a year. I'm sure Holtz is just gonna go make sure his wife don't want to come back to him. I would.
She don't, and Holtz knows that. Last year, after all the others came back, she chose to stay with Running Dog. Captain Barry asked the woman again if she wanted to come back to Holtz, and she said no. She's even taken an Indian name.
My brother-in-law is just going to make sure.
I think he's going for revenge.
I think you're an Indian lover. I ain't. I ain't sitting around here listening to no hogwash. Ralph wants his wife back. He has a right to go get her.
What do you want us to do, Britt?
Running Dog is a peaceful man, but he ain't gonna let Holtz take her back by force. Now, we gotta stop Holtz from taking his army up there.
So the Indians will just get what's coming to them.
Look, Holtz bought cases of Henry repeating rifles off that preacher come through here the other day. Running Dog's Braves have bow and arrows. It'll be a massacre over what? Over some woman who doesn't want to come home? Is that what you all want?
We ain't soldiers, Britt, and I gotta drive my cattle to Fort Worth. I think if them Indians are peaceful now, there won't be any problems. Anyway, I don't see what we can do until Captain Barry gets back.
That'll be too late. I gotta do something, Alan. You got any ideas?
I'm gonna drive cattle to Fort Worth. Look, you can't ask me to care about Indians, Brett. There's nothing I can do about it anyway. Some things just can't be stopped.
Running Dog is my brother, Alan. I thought you might understand that.
I said I might have to swing Britt Johnson from a rope. Something close to it.
How'd I ever get so lucky?
Man makes his own luck, you like to say.
I'm counting on you and Mary to keep Britt from doing anything foolish while I'm gone.
Well, Mary and I always try to keep either of you two from being fools on your own. We know how much you like being fools together. I love you.
Uncle Alan's leaving for Fort Worth, Dad. Let me go with him.
No, boy. Next time. You ain't old enough to go on that trail yet. You just let him go.
Wilson! I'm ready. Let's drive him on down south. Come on!
The hero of the tale which I begged the muse to help me tell is that resourceful man who roamed the wide world after he had sacked the holy citadel of Troy. He saw the cities of many peoples and he learnt their ways. He suffered many hardships on the high seas in his struggles to preserve his life and bring his comrades home. But he failed to save those comrades in spite of all his effort.
Mary, if I can't get help around here to stop Holtz's gang, I'm gonna have to ride to the territories.
What good would that do?
I can maybe persuade Running Dog to head to the mountains.
Mountains won't stop Holtz. He's killed Indians before.
Then I'll ride to the Staked Plains, find Captain Barry, and bring him back.
Why would he come, Britt?
Because he's a fair man.
Fair. Alan is a fair man, but you can't make him love Indians. Oh, my God!
Hold it right there!
Get in the bedroom, get under the bed, and don't make a sound no matter what.
That's 2 empty barrels, bitch.
I want to kill you, Ralph Holtz! Please make a move so I can do it with a clear conscience.
Throw down your guns, get on your horses, and get out of here.
And take him with you.
This ain't the end of it!
Mama, is he all right?
It's all right, baby.
It's all right. All right for Uncle Alan?
No, you stay here and help your mother and guard the house. I'll get Alan.
I can walk. I can walk.
Hang on to me, baby.
I can walk.
Hang on to me.
Get me some water, some alcohol, and some coffee. Be all right.
That Jeb coming in?
Alan!
Sarah. What are you doing here?
It's Britt. He's hurt.
What happened?
Ralph Holtz.
How is he?
He looks terrible. He'll be all right. A few broken ribs and a broken nose, but he'll live.
Who's there? Who's there?
It's Alan, but and Sarah.
I can't see straight.
Well, that's all right. You never could think straight.
Is everybody all right?
We're fine.
I gotta get up.
No, Britt.
Mary, pack me some biscuits and Alan saddle me a horse.
Where the hell do you think you're going?
I gotta go warn Running Dog.
Now listen to me. Where was Running Dog's camp when you were up there?
Due north. Where Red River meets Cache Creek. Right.
I'll go. Let's use that dun horse, put a bag of grain on him. I'm gonna wash up and get changed.
Sir, I'll help you pack some food. You stay put. You stay put.
Uncle Al and I.
You're a good man, Alan Johnson.
I'm a damn fool. I only got one brother.
And he's a damn fool, too.
You know what? I'm not gonna argue with you. All right.
There's just some dried beef, biscuits, and coffee.
Thanks. Thanks, son. You take care of your father.
You look after him.
Britt! Britt! Have you gone crazy? You can't get on that horse.
Well, I can't. Help me on this horse.
I will not. If you can't get on a horse, then you aren't fit to ride it.
You're gonna be a lot of help.
Both fools.
Damn fools.
Watch your words, Mama.
What are you two laughing at?
Oh, you? Last night when you was all set to shoot that white woman, when that t'other woman come out the door with a shotgun behind you?
That ain't funny! Well, we beat that booger bad enough he gonna stay out of our way? Sure. Come on, boys, let's go.
What are you slowing down for? Can't you keep up the pace?
Rick, you gotta take it easy. Can't go too fast.
One of your horses will camp here tonight.
Father, you think it is?
Another day and a half. If I don't die, these horses don't give up.
What if these Indians just run off on us? They've had scouts out there all day flanking us. They know we's coming.
Our friend the preacher will make sure they won't run off. He's gonna sell them a bunch of guns. Them rusty old flintlocks he's got in his wagon. They ain't gonna do us too much harm. Just make him brave enough to stand and fight.
Damn dumb Indians. Fall for a trick like that.
Brother, sun's up. That's right. Here you go. God.
Yeah.
I slept out here on the cold ground last night. My young wife, she slept on a bear skin and fur hide with another man, not even a white man, but a red nigger Indian. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna tear his heart out and I'm gonna eat his liver raw. Time off, all of you. Come on, move it.
Now, all you gotta do to reload. Here. Ready to fire again, slick as a whistle.
We don't want your guns. They'll just bring the White Eyes riding down on us. If we use the guns, they'll fear us. White Eyes kill what they fear.
What I'm trying to tell you, Chief, is that the White Eyes are riding down on you right now. You took this man's wife away from him, and he intends to get her back.
Now, if I read this fellow right, and I know I do, he's not going to be satisfied with just getting the lady back in his arms. He and his army's planning to kill each and every one of you Injuns. You understand? Now, them bows and arrows your boys are carrying, they just ain't going to get the job done. You need to purchase a bunch of these.
When will these men come?
In a day now. I heard them talking about it. I saw them buying up ammunition. And I figured I just better hightail it up here and make sure you had something to protect yourself with, my red brother. Our Lord Jesus Christ teaches us that all men are brothers under the skin.
Your skin.
You buy up all these guns I got, I'll throw in 10 jugs of this whiskey free. Your men will fight better with a little whiskey in them.
Asto. There's a preacher out there who wants to trade whiskey and guns to us because Ralph Holtz wants to start a war.
It would be like him to come looking for vengeance. Oh, with Captain Barry out of the way now is the time he would pick to come. He's a cruel man. If he's been thinking on this for a year. I don't want people killed. I don't want you killed. I will go back to him.
No, you will not go back. My heart would die.
What do you want for your guns? All of them.
Well, I prefer gold or greenbacks.
But I'll take hides, furs.
What do you got?
Where'd those fellas get rifles? I thought the Kiowa were walking the path of peace.
I wonder.
Looks like somebody got here before we did.
Escateo Mahaganus. Welcome.
My friend.
Looks like you butted heads with a buffalo, huh?
Something like that. You remember my brother, Alan Johnson?
You can come down off your horse. We won't bite you. It looks like the White Eyes are coming to fight.
Yes. And they have rifles that fire like lightning, every one of them. Where did your braves get these old flintlocks they're carrying?
Hello, Black Fox. Mr. Johnson.
Ma'am? Kiksepa Atakus.
No. I need to hear this. They're coming for me.
Where did your people get these old rifles? Did a white-eyed preacher come through here?
Yes. He's an evil man.
Let me see. Misfire. These are worthless.
I told you I would not start a war, but I will fight any attacker of my people.
And you'll be slaughtered, all of you. Look, Running Dog, let me take your people to the mountains. At least there, if you fight, the mountains will be on your side.
I will not run away.
Then let me take your women and children, then.
I will think on this. First, I must offer food to my brother and his brother.
There's no time, Running Dog.
I have my braves watching the White Eyes. They will warn me before they come. When they come, I will fight.
When it's done. You have to convince him. This would be a massacre.
I've tried. When he decided to walk the path of peace, he had a vision. He did not see himself running away.
Something bothering you?
I guess they're just people.
Running dog. Will you let us lead your women and children away?
When the Tejanos come back, the women and children will not be here. But I will not run away.
Mrs. Holtz.
Where's Ralph?
He's camped down there by them bushes.
Ralph.
Dolores?
I've come to go back with you.
Oh, feels so good to hold you again.
I want you. Us to turn around and ride out of here now.
But you're my wife.
No, I'm be your wife when we get back to Elm Creek.
Throw some more wood on the fire and make us coffee. Living with the Indians, you forgot what coffee is? Come on, move, girl.
Morning Star. Did she come back?
No. When we fight, you will be with them?
No.
Then you will stand with us.
My heart is with you. Look, Running Dog, they'll kill us all if there's a fight. My family is back with the White Eyes. They'll kill them if they find out that I fought against their people for you.
Well, then you better leave now before the war begins.
If Morning Star went back to Ralph Holtz, there may not be a fight.
You said he wants revenge, not just the woman. I will be ready.
Which way did the white-eyed preacher go who sold you those worthless guns?
They said he's on the bluffs by the river with Ten Pony's wife. Ten Ponies is half a man. He traded whiskey for the use of his woman.
How far to the bluffs by the river?
Half a day's ride, less.
I'll be back. Look, Running Dog, if you care about your people, you'll lead them to the mountains. Why did both my brothers cause me so much pain?
Want some coffee?
Nope.
What's going on?
Morning Star has gone back to Ralph Holtz.
Presumably to stop the massacre, I reckon.
That's best. There's nothing we can do here either way, Brett.
There's one thing I can do.
What?
That preacher is still in the area.
So?
Well, maybe I can't step in the middle of it. But if people get killed, Captain Barry's gonna want the one responsible. You coming with me?
Yeah. I'll see it through.
I want you to be my wife right now.
I told you I'd be your wife when we get back to Elm Creek.
You lay with that redskin nigger, didn't you, girl?
I won't defy you again.
Oh, you won't ever defy me again.
No!
Ever.
No! No! No!
Ethan! Crane! Stop her! Don't let her go!
Dolores! Easy, girl. You put that rifle down now.
Grab her, tie her up!
Oh! Oh!
Really hurt. Her in her Indian chief are gonna die for this! Shut up! Shut up!
What do you intend doing when you find that preacher?
I don't know. I never looked the devil in the eye before. I guess I get to do so today.
Yeah.
I'll try my best to keep him hanging or shooting that son of a bitch. Oh. 10 Pony's wife. Running dog says she had been with that preacher. Come on. Ah. Preacher man, where is he? Fire stick man. Fire stick man. Whiskey man. Whiskey man.
man. You do it, do.
Well, we're moving.
Yeah, we must.
He's dead.
Alan! Come here.
You must have held up an army supply wagon to get that.
Hold your fire! Stop firing! Stop firing! They're just harassing us! Now go slow. Keep your guns out and reload if you've wasted ammunition.
Won't get to Cache Creek before dark at this pace.
We'll get there. Come on, let's move! Come on!
Cuidado, hasta Mac.
That's it. Here we go. Here we go.
Come on,
Keep
baby.
coming. A little more. That's it. And let it go. That's good.
must be hunkering down. It's gonna be a dark night. They'll never see us coming.
Just working up their courage.
Well, let's hit them.
We'll wait until sunup. Don't want none of them running off in the dark. I want them dead.
No more of that tonight. Get some sleep. We'll ride in on them at first light. Any of them run off, hunt them down. Let's go!
said hold your fire!
No, don't! Let him go. He's got it.
I told you when I kill an animal with my arrow, you will know who did the killing.
You keep yourself alive.
You stay alive too, brothers.
Pick him up and ride south. I'll fire on anyone who goes after those Indians. Move!
Okay. Yeah. Oh, just get balanced. Oh. Easy. Breathe. Let's go home.